Okay, we should now be live. Hello everyone, and welcome to yet another Arknights Livestream. Of course, today's live stream, we're going to be focusing on SSS, and the second month here, we're going to be focusing on the emergency side of SSS. For those that don't know on how I go about SSS, since it's kind of been like this for like a couple of the SSSs here. I pretty much, when this new set of SSS comes out, I focus on, at least if I can during that month, get the perfect clear. If not, we usually say the next month for perfect clear, then on and then forth. Until the last month where I just straight up go for whatever I need to finish and finish on that last month. That's probably how I would go about it, but I have never gone that far with SSS, because generally by the time 4th month rolls around, I usually have usually by then I would have like gotten at least a perfect clear, and I would just have to at least complete the emergency regardless. Now, generally we don't even make it to 3 months for the perfect clear. It has always been at most up to 2 months for the perfect clear for SSS. So generally speaking, it's not like too insanely difficult to achieve. I mean, it is kind of straightforward when it comes to SSS. Like, generally I've been challenging myself more on SSS by like not choosing characters to remove, just so I get better RNG and stuff like that. So that is something to take in consideration. I don't think most people realize that, but yeah, I generally am trying to push myself a little away from hardcore SSS, because to me, I don't think it's as necessary, unlike the very first few SSSs, where there is 8 maps. One fuck up means you have to restart from the very beginning. I would honestly say it was more brutal the bigger and longer it is, because a fuck up at one level means you have to restart from the beginning, and I think it's a lot more taxing, a lot more nerve-wracking, and a lot more stressful going for higher levels. But thankfully that's not the case. It's just 6, which I think is, for the most part, like about 60 to 80% of the SSS is generally like no brain, easy clear for the most part. It's generally when you get to like the last set of levels where you would find the most difficulty during an SSS. Again, I wanted to mention that because I don't think I've really ever talked about SSS all that much, my thought process and my strategy for it. But for the most part, if it ain't obvious enough, I take my time. We have 4 months. We have like 4 sets that we have to redo it. And generally speaking, for the last several sets, I've been just off-stream SSS. TLDR, if we do get emergency done with this month, then you will not see another stream for SSS for another 2 months, and that's just how I go about it. So pretty much it's first month true metal, secret metal. I call it true metal. After you get true metal done, next month I work on the emergency, which is what we're doing today. We don't have to reset at all because it's just the metal. There's no secret, there's no true metal for emergency. Trust me, I've been able to do perfect clear emergency before. Just look in the past videos. There is no secret or true metal, thankfully, for emergency, so I'm not gonna worry about losing. In fact, there's a good chance we might actually lose. More on the as kind of the title hints and foreshadows, I'm probably going to get destroyed by the gorilla, which, if you've not seen the first month of SSS, you know how I feel about that boss. But aside from that, I think it's gonna be straightforward, and then very likely since it's gonna be me completing the emergency, there's not gonna be a next month emergency unless I just don't stream again and I don't finish it. So who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows? You know. Regardless. Aside from that, honestly, that's all there is really to note. I don't think there's anything else to mention when it comes to SSS. One last thing to mention, aside from videos being up onto YouTube, I do have at least all of, for the most part, people's souls on YouTube. I do not have the mini annihilation because I don't do annihilation. Ever since the first additional set of annihilations, I generally stopped caring about putting annihilations onto YouTube because they're just kind of straightforward for the most part. Like everyone does them more so than anything else. So I generally just don't do anything for annihilations. There's no point. I just do whatever the fuck I want with annihilation. It is how it is. So the mini annihilation for Here Purple Souls will not be up on the YouTube video, but everything else will be of my clears of up to Secret-4 challenge mode, except for one stage, all without 6-star. And that one stage is -2 because I didn't really care. I just wanted to brute force heal, so I just brought 2 6-star healers and I was done with that stage. I just didn't really care too much, and I wasn't gonna bother. Everything else was just like at least enjoyable enough. I just didn't really bother, especially when the game was actually like legitimately cheating. Like I assumed that maybe you would stop the blight from not spawning if you pushed an enemy to a hole, which I did that, and it still spread the blight. So I thought that was not the case. I want to say this because I know some people in the future may actually talk about this or ask about this or say, hey, do you know this? Yes, I do know, but the game legitimately bugged out and still blighted, so I assume that's not the case. You gotta love Arknights sometimes. So, yeah, that's why I probably could have done it if the game actually worked properly with shift. So, like, you know, it could have been all no 6-stars. Whatever. It's whatever. I don't really care enough to bother. Plus, it's already gone, so it is what it is. Anyway. Aside from that, the last... I mean, there's also Trials for Navigator that I did work on, too. So, I don't think I have it on YouTube yet, but, I mean, I still have to do the title and then whatever, so it's not technically up, but it will be on YouTube in the future. Aside from that, nothing to notice for YouTube, nothing else for anything else. We're gonna one last thing. It's not so much for YouTube, but it's because of YouTube. I will start recording the live stream sessions from now on through OBS. Because I've noticed that the quality on YouTube sucks ass. Even if I try to change the settings so that after the fact the video can just be hunky-dory, no issues, HD quality, YouTube's a sack of shit, to put it in lovely terms, which is something that Twitch has no problem with. So, it could just be me. Maybe I have to wait a day or so just to download the video because I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to bother with anymore. So I'm just going to start recording from now on. It's going to be annoying, but it is what it is. But that's just like the last thing. So at least for YouTube videos from now on, starting with the SSS Emergencies, we do not have to fucking care about YouTube being a dickbag when it comes to quality. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else to note. So we are gonna start the stream. I mean, it's already started, but we actually start what we need to start. So I'm gonna start the recordings process. It's gonna be interesting to see how this goes. Okay. Also, rerun is up, but I seriously, I don't care about the rerun. I'm not gonna bother doing anything with that on stream. Sorry, I guess. Anyway, so I'm thinking we're probably gonna go with the same set of equipment. We're probably gonna go with the same thing of operators to an extent. But the difference for the Automaton Arena is that we will be bringing GG for an easier time. As I said, we don't have to do this perfectly anymore because we did it for the first month. That's the thing about doing it first month. After you get the secret medal, you're done with the secret medal. So it's just straightforward from there. Emergency is literally just completed. Just completed. So that's just a nice thing. Obviously, I haven't yet. But let's get into it. So this one is the agricultural drone one. Enemy movement speed increases according to danger level. Starting danger level increased. And okay, danger level effect, enemies gain increased HP and attack. So this one's interesting because I don't know if there was originally a movement speed. There might have been a long time ago, but I don't remember. But I don't remember there being an emergency movement speed increase. Okay, we get flashbangs, which is god-awful, but we just have to be mindful. We're gonna go with this. Operatives take less damage from area units. This is kind of just a no-brainer. I don't know why you would go for the others. Unless you're challenging yourself. Okay, so if you use this and you grab a sniper, all operators on the field will get the sniper buff up to 3. This has been kind of mixed because if an operator is fully maxed out, it will gain an additional sniper buff. But if said operator is not maxed out, it will still gain the sniper buff. But that sniper buff will be considered of the 5 buffs. Which is just annoying that it's not like a different side buff. To me, I think it's really annoying and something you have to be mindful of. But it's not the end of the world. And in a lot of ways, it's actually quite broken. Like, this is just like an additional, like, oh, holy shit, this is just an amazing thing to go for. On top of the fact that there will be a slowdown effect for the upgrades, which just kind of balances out the whole fact that the enemy will have increased movement speed. That does not fucking matter, because we have plenty of options to handle whatever comes our way. Now, yeah, this looks correct. Do I only have 3 casters? A little annoying. I probably will grab a caster for sure. I'm probably gonna keep this because I think this is good enough. And again, we don't have to be perfect here. And I know this is good enough, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go. Because we obliterated the normal level. Of course, it's gonna freak out because it thinks that's the first time, but it's not the first time at all. And we're just gonna go in. And by the way, it does that because I'm on a new emulator, even though I'm not a new emulator, but it thinks I'm on a new phone, so.
What blocks the way, I will burn through. Don't let them out of sight.
No.
Even if your eyes are hurting.
No, I don't care. I don't care, Reed. Or is that? That's not Reed, that's iPhone. Okay, I might as well bring out Myanmar here, because I can. And also, obviously, I don't do niches with this, because my focus is to beat it. just because the game goes out of its way, or the developers go out of their way to make it an emergency as well. So I'm not gonna bother not using 6 stars or whatever niche I decide to cook up. It's only because they force you to use 20 ops. Like, you cannot go under 20 ops. I've tried that before, by the way.
With pleasure. Abandon resistance now, or I pull the trigger.
Dags att välja vårt byte.
Chill, everyone.
这里交给我。
Yeah, get rid of all of them as much as we can here. Alright, I forgot.
Picked out your bait yet?
I gotta remember that, only have 4th start here. Oh, right, I forgot that, like, something I need to remember with this one is that they genuinely give you, like, a lot of options to handle this, especially because, like, for newer players, or, like, at least decently high in the game veteran players, you're generally going to have not a lot of options for anti-air. Granted, the game, like, at this point, the game gives you so much options for anti-air that's not really much of correct anymore. Regardless, they still, like, go heavy on the anti-air support up to, like, the boss. Boss is, like, the only one that doesn't really give you much options or much, ways to handle.
The fiercer the battle, the more jubilant the victory.
But regardless, yeah, this one's easy, but, like, again, if you don't have a lot of options, you are honestly kind of screwed. Anyway. I would go for support, but I wouldn't go with silence. Because I don't need a support healer at this moment in time. I'm probably just gonna... I could go Lumen too, but I mean, I'm good with healing. Durinar is not an issue. I mean, I could grab Durinar, but I'm gonna just go with Jessica. And as I said, I'm gonna grab a caster. These guys are actually a really good option too. Okay, so this one's kind of tricky because there is, of course, the lag.
What blocks the way, I will burn.
It has the machine.
Magma will dredge up Originium veins.
Dun, 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 dun.
Move! I'm all stocked clear. I'm all stocked up.
Chill, everyone. I'm
ご安心くださいまし。この毒は移る。
I'm probably gonna just put down,
One step backward.
okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
acknowledged.
Melt away. Life-depriving stone.
Orders received.
Who I need? I wish everyone could just calm down. before I raise my gun to settle things.
Время пришло? Время пришло. Верь в себя, Роса. Ты сможешь.
ちょっとからかってあげようっと。
ライムを聞きなさい。
What are you planning?
I'm gonna be a little bit more defensive here.
With pleasure. Abandon resistance now, or I pull the trigger.
This is kind of annoying because I can't do anything. Hey, am I gonna actually do something? You're not gonna do something to just be a dick.
Made up your mind? Fool.
There we
For
go.
what reason
My
hast
goodness.
thou come?
Kind of annoying because we are kind of getting a little shattered on.
Brock, a man I hardly want to reunite with once I've arrived in. It's been so long.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
这里交给我。
You.
I'll be
You.
careful.
Put you down. Because they're gonna just do damage.
With pleasure.
Alright.
Bolt pierces deeper than nib on the battlefield.
I mean, it works! Okay. What's your range again? Yeah, that works. This one's like, I could see people losing in because of the 2-lane, especially if you don't have any answers to like. Oh, LD player, fuck off.
Mission accomplished.
LD player, seriously.
よし、このまま突き進む。
That's LD player, by the way. It's trying to notify me on something. It's like, I don't give a shit. Anyway, using Jones dynamite integration, yada yada yada. I'm not gonna talk about this stuff. I guess I could troll a little bit with like Lin S1, but yeah, I guess we could go with another caster. We are kind of getting a little unlucky with, I'll go Scotty here, but we're getting a little unlucky with Gnosis. But not the end of the world.
Let's see. Which insect is falling into my trap?
I think it's safe to say
I'm listening.
that the lag is partially
It's time to
probably
make an
due
example.
to
We'll see what
recording at
happens
the
when I
same
break
time.
the rules.
SX Sniper. That's not bad, but until you realize it's like with GG and then global range, literally it deletes everything off the range of the entire map. So in the case of like a boss spawns, you could generally get like a half to 3/4 if you really get. Yeah, boss say GG. Yeah. But I generally tend to do that mostly for all the stages, because most of the time, it's enough. I don't have to worry about, like... I could see S2, but at that point, you could also use Gnosis 2 as well. I don't know. I prefer Gnosis in that case over GGS2. Not so much for damage, but for support and the ability just to do more damage with something else.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm gonna need to actually put people together here. I'm talking way too much.
I'm all stocked. Target spotted. I'm all stocked up.
Okay, I'm gonna probably give this the middle here.
If you insist on being so stubborn,
All the best.
I'll put you there. Hey, Gnosis. Cool. Okay. Well, that's kind of annoying, though. I probably would have had Gnosis there, but...
Надо повторить руководство по бою.
Professor, watch out for fires.
Время пришло?
Okay. Awesome. We will give that to you. Get Gnosis going.
Let's put an end to this as soon as possible.
Okay, bring you out.
Vårt byte. What do you need of continue to shadow?
And we'll probably start with another set of characters here.
这里交给我。
Okay, you.
Watch the shadow behind me.
This is messed up, but for the most part, like,
What do you need?
we're not gonna have any issues. Even with this being emergency, like, no threats at this point. Oh, I have S3. I might switch over to S1. We'll see. Okay.
ここに立つの。私の使命。
Vermin.
Oh, mouse. I was trying to find the mouse.
Got it. Give me a reason to let you go. Don't have one? What a pity.
Okay.
Your tactics appear modern, yet the ideas behind them are primitive at their roots.
This one, I don't have any fears. It's the Automaton Arena. And specifically the boss. That one, I actually fear the most. The Jones are not going to be too easy, because they usually just give you something to handle it. Damage reduction increase, slow them down, or... Yeah, I'm going to go, slow down. And I wish Lee could handle that stage, but no. If that's so simple. Again, I would strongly recommend going watching that video.
All operators must maintain strict discipline.
Because there's rarely situations where the devs just force you to work with the mechanic, even if there's operators that somehow in some way handle the mechanic anyway. The game is just like, nope, nope. We're not allowing you the option to handle the mechanic whatever the way you want.
Prepare for execution.
Picked out your bait yet?
And it is kind of stupid that's the way it is, but whatever.
While I adjust my weapon.
Okay, chill, bro.
I know what to do. You can't hide your fear.
Go with that. My only fear is gonna be healing, so I'm gonna probably wait.
I will complete my assignment.
Can we get a healer? No, we get stun instead. Lovely.
Good timing. Cowards break the silence first.
Do I need to repeat myself on the back?
Very well.
Yeah, I'll keep you there. Okay, that's not a healer still.
Forward.
Oh, thank you, game. Because I don't want to bring someone out then just lose because GG died. You don't have anyone to live now. Ha ha. Oh, we're just gonna play it safe.
Punitive shadow.
I'll be careful.
I am being a little too safe, but it is what it is.
Keep your distance.
There we go. We're good now.
Get away from me, please! Melt away, like a thriving stone.
It's my turn. This will be over soon.
Honestly, this time around, I would say I kind of got, like, really bad, timing of operators. Because I would rather have, like, more buffs at the start and maybe one or two mega use characters, like Gnosis or GG.
Suppress them. Yielding is not an option.
Okay. Like this one, again,
One victory
unless
not enough to
I'm
impact your
unforeseen
war.
something
At least give more
specific,
people a chance to see the
or
open
maybe
sky.
bad RNG, this shouldn't be too much of an issue. I say bad RNG when the game's like for whatever reason gives me nothing useful, and just gives me like characters for buffs, which can happen. I have lost before off stream. Well, I just got like really shitty RNG and I couldn't do anything. But we've kind of had mixed. I guess Sosero. At this point, it's really just going for characters for buffing. At this point, I guess I could go. I can go. I'm barely even using the mechanic for the electronic. Because I'm just taking in the the passive effect. I mean, I could, but yeah, definitely recording is gonna make a lot of instances where the game lags. It's something that's like I'm trying it out here with trying to stream and record, so yeah. In this instance, I'm probably gonna focus on attack speed down here. Yeah. Because the left side's like, or is it? Wait, no. I think I did it here because they go through here. Okay. I just have to deal with whatever comes this way. Right. I think there's 2 sets of characters. I can't even remember what I did originally. That's the only issue of, like, doing this, is that I'm gonna forget a lot.
Let's go.
Good visibility. I'm ready to fire. With pleasure. Fire! Please, trust in me. All right. 想像したことある。友も故郷も二度と戻らなくなることを。Freeze! Where do you wish to go?
Stay calm and make your move. Latvian cowards break the
I
silence.
definitely wasn't this far ahead, but this works regardless. I could just do this for heals. If I need to, I'll probably put down hibiscus.
命令を想像したことある。友も故郷も二度と戻らなくなることを。好位置。
All right. This is what happens when you forget. It's like, in this scenario, I probably wouldn't have gone that far, but it is what it is. I'm gonna think of a better way to handle this. I guess I'll put you right here.
ライムを聞きなさい。我看到敌人了，我来火力压制。命令下崩れていくの。教えて。空気の陸地乾きすぎ。I'm prepared for this endless burn. You needn't fear. 子供たちの悲鳴が聞こえる。
Alright. That was a possible mistake.
So, everyone, I'm just here for a few questions.
A fine choice.
Are you down there?
It's my turn. Just who are you weaklings going to stop like that?
Actually, I could take you out. And just extra DPS on the left there. This is a little scuffed, but it works.
Let's put them 6 feet under.
私の戦争兵器は
Надо повторить.
Now's the time to help everyone out.
Can I?
What are you planning? Fool! For what reason hast thou come?
I'm scared. Get away from me, please.
Okay, here we go.
There is no one.
And I want to just say it again. I'm just being stupid with words here. This is the easier of the two, especially just due to the fact of the operators I have. And probably for a lot of people, or a decent amount of people, this might be extremely difficult if they don't have good enough options for anti-air. But I feel like at this point with the game, there is like a genuine like good amount of operators to use now that this is honestly way too easy. But I'll take it because the other one's really difficult, so. You know what? Thorns. Let's do Thorns. And no support except Earth Spirit. That sucks. I'm not doing W. W is not going to be that great. I could use S3, but... You know what? Fuck it. Let's go with Spirit. Earth Spirit for the... points. Okay, yeah, we're going S1. We'll put her on top of a character who's either dying or just a character that's not like on just to get the points so we can get more people up. We'll see. This could go horrendous. This could honestly be as easy as the first attempt. Then again, a lot of these runs have been scruff. Not been great in terms of like perfection.
All right.
Targets detected.
Just for the points.
I'm all stocked up. Watch for the blast.
敵はどこ？毒薬の準備。我が無津液が何時に死をもたらす。
If you insist on being so stubborn, then prepare for X. I'm actually better at wrestling than shooting. Makes the cleanup easier.
Okay, first part's done.
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
Vermin.
Let's be smart about this. This is actually kind of annoying now, because I realize that I don't have like a best placement because everything's crisscrossed. Oh, that actually sucks ass. We don't have GG either. This is getting really scuffed. We're just gonna have to buff normally.
I'll be careful.
We will do this.
Oh, flowing magma. Please, slow your steps.
Nothing can last a second of despair.
鳥のようにここでしっかり支えます。
That's perfectly fine. I should have taken her out, but whatever. as I thought. This is getting really scuffed. I can't really do anything about that. Can we not?
Right. Do not disrupt my thought process.
I can't do anything because all these.
I'll do my best.
Okay, come on, GG. I need your assistance here.
Very well.
Let's put them 6 feet under.
What are you planning?
And dies instantly. It's a good sight to see.
I'll cover my allies.
This is honestly very scuffed because of the positioning of when I'm using my skill.
It's my turn.
What the fuck, game? Oh my god. I did not mean to press that. That is literally the game just trolling.
Complete my assignment.
Great.
Trust in me. Picked out your bait yet? Don't. You better reach your step. I'm prepared to allow. Now, I cannot. I'm so tired.
Yes. Great! Awesome! Thanks, game! By the way, I'll explain what the fuck just happened there with, Saria. I was trying to move over, and I was trying to click off, but when the game, like, when you click the character, it moves the screen a bit. So when I was trying to click off, it clicked the, remove operator, or retreat option, and that's why she just, so I was like, fucking A. Probably the only thing I don't like about this game sometimes is because of the mobile game controls.
I'm prepared to spend this down.
At attention.
But even with all the troll and getting absolutely fucked over because of the game, mobile game controls, we are still doing it. We're still doing it. How scuffed this run is. My goodness, this is probably the most scuffed I've ever been with SSS.
Huh?
Ah!
Oh. No, it's nothing.
God dang it. Okay, well, there we go.
Going.
And also showcasing the fact that there is no secret medal, it's just beating emergency. That one I could see is probably being difficult if you don't have enough power. But this one's just difficult because of what the boss does. So for those that obviously have not seen the video, I'll explain it. You would think that with the boss here, the boss stuns. Oh, there's nothing I can handle stun. Wait, there is something I can handle stun. Lee. You would think Lee can handle it. Now, there are certain situations where Lee cannot handle stun and freeze, and that is if it's quick enough and constant enough, essentially. If it's both those two things, Lee cannot handle the stun or freeze. Well, good thing, Spirit of Liquor doesn't stun all that often. Plot twist, he can somewhat stun. The most mind-boggling decision-making ever. It's not really mind-boggling, but yeah, this is harder for me because the fact that no matter, even with Lee ready to go, being able to stun, the Age Mead still stuns Lee. And this, I don't remember how I phrased it in the video, is intentional. And it's like, what's the point of Lee having stun immunity if you just completely ignore the option to use Lee? It is very obvious they intentionally made it so that this mechanic stuns every single operator, even operators that shouldn't be stunned, still stun. And that just showcases, that's what I plan on doing because I did not use GG at all. But regardless, yeah, I'm not a big fan of this boss because it completely ignores the whole entire mechanic of him somewhat stunning. If you can, deal with the stun, then he should be no issue, or at least in theory. But fuck me. Fuck everyone who decides to use Lee. That's probably the reason. That's honestly the reason why I hate this boss the most. And to me, it is the most difficult. Not because I use Lee. I did use Lee, but I did change Lee out when I actually went with the True Metal, because that just didn't work. Anyway. Okay, so that one's the easier of the two. We're gonna go the sprayer platform. Of course, this is, for those that are curious, the ones I go for. I do all A except for guard, which is B. Then again, I don't usually use specialists all that often anyway, just because most of them are specific that I don't really need to use. Like, for an example, whenever we're gonna get a shift needing SSS, the closest one was the flower, and you had to leave for that. I mean, I've been able to do all SSSs with A. The issue with B, I don't need it. Like, here's the thing. I'm done SSS enough that I don't need the extra addition of choosing which ops to go for. I know a lot of people will probably go for B as the better option, but I don't need it. I have done it without going for B, so that's why I go with A, which is easier to just get a random operator in my opinion. Granted, it is probably much better for you to go with B, but I'm still gonna stick with A. And then specialists, honestly, I just don't use specialists enough to worry about trying to go for B. Granted, I could actually see why you'd probably go for B a little bit, just for the speed and the SB, but I just don't. I don't even use specials all that often, so this is just kind of like a debunked buff, in my opinion. Sometimes I might bring, like, I don't know if did I ever actually bring Texas just because? Maybe I might in a certain situation, but like most of the time, I barely use specialists enough to warrant going for specialists either A or B. The only scenario is like Lee, as I mentioned, just because if most of the time, depending upon the scenario, he can probably be our best crowd control option in the game. He just dominates against the flower in the SSS. He could have dominated if they just didn't decide that it stuns every operator, including Lee, which is immune to stun with his talent after some amount of time. It's just stupid, that's a thing. But generally, I probably would use something else aside from Lee if I didn't need the crowd control. Or the stun / frozen immunity. I think I used him a little bit, or no, I don't think I used him, no. I think I was just mostly using healer, because the last set of SS maps were like healing focus, or something along with block / healing. This time, it just seems like DPS is your best option, and it's just better to go for TG. But it is what it is. But yeah, that's why I don't really care, honestly, with these two as much as the others. These are on purpose. These two are just on the side. I don't think about too much. I just completely ignore for the most part. For Vanguard. Gotcha. You don't use specials. Oh, the equipment. Yeah, because of the Vanguard equipment. Oh, and okay, so guard, the reason why I do the B guard though is just because I think attack speed is better than just straight up attack, and that does completely ignore the use of specialists. So that's why I go with that. Anyway, let's actually get into it. My scuffed trying to go with both. What was it? Gnosis and just Gnosis, yeah, just Gnosis. Honestly, this time around, I am probably just gonna remove some characters. Yeah.
I am within my rights to oversee and bring up my own opinion on your command.
I mean, I probably should stick with Gnosis. Well, this is gonna be... I could probably go for Caster, but it's gonna be a big, gamble. There we go. Yeah. I mean, if I'm quick enough, I think she could actually just outright destroy the boss, probably. If I can manage to take out the water hose machines, then she might be able to outright destroy the boss. Just give her enough time, I think she could, but... yeah. That's fine. What I don't want to do, though... okay. Take out Thorns. I mean, we have a lot of options now, because Shu came out, so...
Understood, Professor.
Take out Liskarm. Go Shu.
A day of fine sun and gentle breeze. I hope everyone makes it home safe.
Oh yeah, I was using Hody, yeah, just because he can like full-blown tank and give buffs. I'm just gonna ignore for now. We'll probably just grab another caster. I guess I'll go with Carol. I mean, actually, I say that I'd probably be best just to go for passenger. I actually need to work on more, but whatever. Okay. I think we have enough defender. I'm not afraid of that. The attack speed buff might... Well, this one might be a little interesting because attack speed buff, but... I would say the only, like, possible issue with that would be the boss. I'm not gonna worry about it too much.
Picked out your bait yet? 命令の都市が崩れていくのを感じる。毒薬の準備が我が蜜液が何時に死をもたらす。I know we can't hide your fear.
私の戦争兵器は必ずやあなた様の望みを満たすでしょう。
グッタイム。子供たちの悲鳴が聞こえる。
Anyway, yeah, I think this the boss is the one I'm gonna be the most cautious about. Just because I had to deal with him, I actually deal with the mechanic. My hope is that we can manage to just outright destroy before the boss can do anything. Put you right there.
Good visibility. I'm ready to fire. With pleasure. For a life of peace. I know the sacred course into shadow. No one will find it. How is it? Don't you can't hide your fear.
I'd actually go with Reed Alter. Okay, we're done with those. I mean, we could go GG too. Yeah, go GG.
Now's the time to help everyone out.
Yeah, the thing about GG is trying to find the sweet spot between attack speed and damage. And I think that's something that I've been trying to practice with too with GG. Is it better to go 2 speed and 3 attack? Or 3 attack and 2 speed? I don't know. I've always been the S3 type of dude. I mean, I've seen use cases of S2, but I just feel like the global range for S3 is just far more suitable than S2 in a lot of cases. Especially if, like, the enemies just decide to stall at the start, then you can just straight up nuke them from a distance. The only downsides are, like, the long deployment, the long SP time, but you could just... That's why the casters are there for, because they give SP as well, so... It is kind of one of those things to think about. And that's where it's like, I talk about the gamble between, like, do you want 3 snipers or 3 casters for the buff for GG? And that's where it's like, sometimes it's 3 casters is better, sometimes 3 snipers is better. Gotcha. Yeah, so if you're going like full blown like AFK, then yeah, I could definitely see S2 being your best option. I have wanted to try to do S2, but I've just never really got around to doing it or finding a use case. Yeah, I mean, it could be argued both ways. It just depends upon how much you want to activate S3. And how much damage you want to do. Anyway. I don't use deep color. I don't use. I don't see the use case of scavenger unless I go for buff. I don't see the use case of deep color unless I go for the buff or buff about the transport. You know what? If we have the ability to, we might go with a lot of the DP Black Knight. Taking Pritchard. Harmony. I mean, I wouldn't know because it would be completely blind, and I haven't like done this enough to really know that. But okay, I'll take that into consideration. I don't know if that's considering module as well. No, like max level module as well. Because I don't know. That might not consider module, but who knows? I don't know. A lot of this stuff I'm generally blind to, and then when it comes to this, I haven't done enough to really test that sort of stuff out. Yes, technically in this scenario, it would have been better for me to take that out, but like I said, this is me just kind of getting myself better with SSS no matter what I start off with. So it would be a big detriment to have this out, but I don't care that much. Or at least, I wouldn't say that, I'm just trying to get better at SSS, even though I would say I'm decently good.
On your command.
I know where to sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Magma will dredge up Originian veins to true destiny. Rissy, take a breath. Go on. It's not as if I'm crushing your throat.
Yeah. The only downside to the map, I would say, for the boss is, like, where you would place the people. Because, like, if you're trying to deal with the boss easier or faster, you would focus on the right. But you would have to eventually focus at the very end. So it's like a balancing act.
Good timing.
And it's just something that I've had to deal with, like, first month. At this time, we're using GG, so I think we're not going to have much of an issue this time around with the boss, but who knows. I'm being a little careful, because I could easily get destroyed.
Please, slow your steps. Now's the
I don't want to say anything yet, because you never know. I might get absolutely bitch slapped. Actually, we are like rolling in operators now. Yeah, this is not going to be an issue. This is only the second one, so.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
I'm just gonna let them be. I'm gonna use my skill now. Who's the unlucky soul that has to deal with all this? Okay, come on, bro. I'm tempted to do shenanigans, but I don't want to spend ages on this map, so we'll continue.
There is no one man who
I did that with Trials. I think I may be brainwashed by GG. I mean, like honestly, SSS is really kind to certain operators like GG, Gnosis, There's a lot of other operators like Typhon, Passenger, and honestly, to me, I think the fact that since GG can be global range and just do lots of damage, I always say GG supremacy when it comes to SSS, because I would say she's probably one of the top 5 best for SSS. In this instance, I might actually just go with Penance. And I'll go with that. I'm gonna probably go S3. S3 might be not the best option, but we'll work with it, and then that's just for the transfer item. Dun 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 dun. Me screwing myself because I can. Dun 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 dun. Strongly suggest taking these out. These heavy insulated concrete. Don't be like me and force yourself into it. Or not really force yourself into it. I'm not like forcing myself to. It's just I'm choosing not to.
On your command.
I'm probably gonna go with Harmony. Not Harmony, but Reed next.
I know what's better than at your step.
Take this out. Put you down.
A mind to protect. Good timing.
Don't keep better than at your step.
Stay calm. Nature should not be disturbed.
一步也不会退后。
Okay. Put you down.
I'll be careful.
这里交给我。
All those I have yet to abandon.
Do 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 do.
私の戦争兵器は必ずや
Nothing can match the sense of despair.
Face the time.
竜差の感触を覚えていて練習である感情は勝利を迎え
Lazy or my laziness forced me to AFK? An interesting question. It depends. Like, technically, AFK is just a niche in its own right. Because there's some instances where activation of skill is better than AFK. Or just letting the skill run by itself. So in that case, it's more of a niche. And you're probably doing a lot more than you would probably with activation of skills in some instances.
Now's the time to help everyone out.
Okay, that's weird. YouTube Studio was just being a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I'll put that in the corner here. Actually, I can set that out. Is it still having issues? What the heck is going on with... Just a sec, everyone. I don't know if you guys are having any issues on your end. I'm just making sure that YouTube is just not... That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. I mean, it looks like it's working. YouTube is just being weird. Gotcha. Sometimes I notice that YouTube just tends to be weirder. It doesn't always work compared to, like, Twitch. Oh. Maybe I should do that. There we go. Didn't really miss much there. And that is kind of one of the reasons why I'm pretty much just fully focused on Twitch, because I was at one point using Restream and streaming to both YouTube and Twitch way long ago, like 2017 to 2019, long ago. And then essentially in 2020, I pretty much just started streaming on, 2021 I think, was when I just started streaming solely on Twitch. And now we're here on YouTube because a lot of people wanted me to stream on here, so thank them. I think we're fine though. We can just use our skill. I guess we didn't get the doggo. Which I think the doggo's still a thing, if I'm correct.
Don't keep bettering at your step. I am Dublin. I'm so tense. The distance. There! Don't keep them tied to fear. Can I stay back? I'm prepared for this endless run. You made me care. I know what nothing can mask the sense of despair.
The sunlight will have to wait.
Get away from me!
There we go.
Mission accomplished. 難しかった？いつもと変わらないよ。
Yeah, not certain about YouTube, but hey, no matter what, there's gonna like full, probably, hopefully, HD content will be on, like a edited version will be on up on YouTube here because I am recording this on the side, so hopefully everything works out. Anyway, I think we get I completely forgot Dash 4 was this 4th stage is here. This one I would say could actually be a run killer. Just because if you let the enemies do its thing, then yeah, you could easily get destroyed. I do not like the vitalizing oil, because I feel like max HP when you kill an enemy that's status affected is not that great compared to getting more SP when you hit an enemy that is status affected, especially when frozen. Granted, in this scenario, we're not really using that to the most effect as we usually can or could. I am focusing on GG more than anything else, so that's something to consider. I probably could have went with a different buff or debuff, but whatever.
Contempt for the law is a crime. The words of my
Let's
codex will
do
prove their own
this.
worth.
Don't let them out of sight, even if your eyes are hurting.
命令を子供たちの悲鳴が聞こえる。
やるぞ。
Good timing. What do you need of me? Nature should not be disturbed.
やるのか。お前にかける情けはない。
All the best. On your command. 陰謀を実現させた者が北総 M の君は気づいていない。
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
Present, this will all be over before you're bored of it.
Okay. I probably should put down more DPS here.
I'm all stocked. Target spotted.
Yes. Face the tide.
Magma will dredge up Originian veins. Keep your...
I'll cover my allies. With pleasure.
Fire!
Okay, put you down. I'm getting really lucky with those. We can use your skill here to get DP.
No one will find it.
Use you, and then we'll probably go Deacon Butcher.
Spero che sia
What do we have for buffs? Okay, I'm gonna just wait until we get something else. Actually, we could put you over.
ご安心くださいまし。この我が三つ何時に死をもたらさん。我が三つ何時に死をもたら
I'll plant you into the soil.
The law is a means, not an end.
幻覚が見えるかしら。
With pleasure.
Abandon resistance now, or I pull the trigger.
Poison.
That works pretty darn well. Using S3 there for it to kill itself.
ゆっくりとあなた方の命を蝕みますので。我が三つ液は何時に死をもたらす。
What's the law does the law is a means, not an end.
Poison.
Bro, you're just killing yourself. Okay.
この毒は
You out.
ゆっくりとあなた方の命を蝕みますので。
Okay. GG.
Now's the time to help everyone out.
Suji can handle the stage really well. Yeah, I can see that. Especially in this position or probably over here. Doesn't matter. Then again, Gigi's really good in the event this comes from anyway. Because of Justin, but I only used her against not Justin. Why did I say Justin? Clive. Ugh. Cliff Clive, whatever, like to go as his name. A lot of big boys.
No matter what, there is no such thing as absolute justice. But I still invoke it. Stay back!
Can you use my skill?
And bone bear reeds, mounds and ruins bloom fields. Poison.
Okay. Good shit.
Seeds are now in the field. Another season full of hope.
Okay, ring around the rosy map. I kinda want to go snipers here, so I'm gonna go acid drip. I'm gonna go Rosa. S2 could work, but I'm gonna go with S3. Yep, just going myself over. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna go acid drip, and then we're gonna take out you.
Please, trust in me.
I'm gonna wait because she's 2 block, so we're gonna use her skill. There you go.
You need me back.
Since we got ourselves Gnosis, we're probably gonna focus on casters.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
Where do you
Use our
wish to
skill.
go? Now, ignite. Better watch your step.
Oh wait, what did I?
Where do you wish to go?
Did I I'm guessing I accidentally did S2 somehow. I'm gonna make sure I change that to S3 because that is not what the skill is supposed to be used. But it's not a bad skill. It's just not. I guess that can work in this instance if I keep the way I do. It's not bad. Take you out.
Nada portaria?
Руководство по питанию. What do you need of me? Get out of
Now we got us those Sarkez
Know what you can hide your feet.
and steam tanks. Not the worst thing in this map, but could be way worse.
一步也不会退后。
I'm gonna just bring out Shu in the back here.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain.
I'm prepared. Fear not the firelight.
What do you need of me? Get out of my home.
I'm
Use our
prepared
skill.
for lives. Now ignite.
I mean, we could bring other people out. Let's do that.
Forward.
We got Urshrick.
This gavel of justice is
Mirador.
Do I need to repeat myself on the battle plan?
Honestly, I could just go with
You
Second
can go
Butcher
for
here for
something
DPS.
You want my opinion? Still manning things emotion is meaningless here.
Rip.
I'm prepared. I am Dublin. Where do you wish to go?
Still manning things. Still talking yourself in the past.
Want to use their skill?
Wasn't supposed sow the mountains when summer leaves the white dew. Seed the plains when I am Dublin.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go something else here because the game's not giving me it. So
Now's the time to help everyone out. I'm so tired. Get away from me, please.
yeah, that was a little too risky there. I was trying to get snipers out, but the game's RNG is like, nope.
I'm prepared for this endless burn. You needn't fear.
If you're really, I'll plant you into the soil to grow anew.
I'm prepared for this endless burn. You needn't fear.
Okay,
Mission accomplished.
there we go.
纯粹的邪恶与磨难并不可怕。
Yeah, we're already at max items, so we're just gonna finish this last stage off, even though technically, like, there's no need to, but then we lose the progress anyway for next month if I'm correct. So maybe I'm not correct. I think maybe it will just stick, but I'm just gonna finish this anyway, so that we don't have to stream this again for another 2 months. Technically 3, because there's still this rest of the month, but regardless. Okay, aged mead and spirit of liquor. If we get lucky enough, GG supremacy. Let's go, April. Yep, just so. We're just gonna have to make sure that we get DPS with something else, like, Degenbrecher. I'll probably get gone with another, like, a guard, but whatever. We have plenty of, defenders. don't think this is gonna be too insane. Nope. There we go.
希望众人这次都能平安归来。
Mates. This is GG. Supremacy.
やるのか。
飛ぶでもがいてろ。
私にこの矢は外れない気がする。オラオラ。
一步也不会退后。
Good visibility. I'm ready to fire.
早くし、お前にかける情けはない。
With pleasure.
I'll do my best.
That's a little too much for my liking.
Vermin. Suppress them. Solidify.
This gavel of justice is waiting. Spero picchiati pronto.
Spring breeze, timely rain. Now we sow the grain. I wasn't supposed. I plant you into the soil to grow anew.
It's my turn. It's my turn. This will be over soon.
Oh no! Fuck girl.
I wasn't. I plant you into the soil to grow anew.
Okay. Little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but we did it.
On your command. I'll be careful.
一歩も引かない。
You can go do something else.
Надо повторить руководство по бою.
Таргет. Лок-ин.
Ты сможешь. Still mulling emotions meaningless.
Holy shit! The damage output from those guys is a bit insane style, but GG is GG supremacy. Again, I went with Kyrkis. Kyrkis would have worked too with the damage reduction. Ooh. Ay, ay, ay. That's like definitely a run of being glass cannon, but
If I hadn't seen the battle for myself, I just might have been shocked by your command style.
okay. And there we go. Parent Society for the Protection of the... whatever that said. Okay. Well, that's that. Okay. So, as I said before, we're not going to really touch SSS again, stream-wise. I'll farm it off-stream. No point in farming it on-stream, honestly. Because we're just done with it. I will put this up onto YouTube later on. Don't know when. It's definitely going to be after I put out Trials for Navigator 4. I probably will work on the missions off-screen. We'll see how this goes. I don't always finish all the missions up. Mostly the ones I don't tend to finish are the ones that require you to accrue a certain amount. So... we'll see how this goes. How long? Okay. I don't think I'm gonna end up doing anything else. Like, I mean, I could, but there's no point in doing that. Guide ahead. Oh. Okay. I didn't realize that okay, cool. So people can now actually get Enforcer. That's nice. Enforcer is a fun operator to use. He's not absolutely necessary all the time, but he's a fun operator to use. I'm guessing they just released that. Maybe? No, that's just info for that. I'm guessing with this releasement. No. They don't mention... unless they did somewhere. Here. No. I don't know if they... I don't think they really noted. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. Well, that's cool. What else? Again, there's nothing really else to note. Might as well just kind of finish off here with... I'm kind of curious to see if EX-8 auto still works. And yeah, this is going to be the end of the stream here. I didn't really have plan on doing anything else. The main difference between this set of SSS and the others is that the SSS were, did you clear the event? Yeah. And I talked about the rerun? Yeah. Trials for Navigator? Yes, I also finished that. Not the other stuff, but I am going to worry about that on its own, as its own stream. Like, I'm going to do Raw on its own stream at a later date. I still need to do stuff for IS4, and kind of technically IS2 and 3, I still want to do certain stuff, but we'll see. I don't think he can do anything else, so... yeah, I'm just, yeah. I think that's kind of it. We'll focus on a different stream for the other stuff. But yeah, this will be the last thing, just because I can. Again, a lot of the clears I have up on YouTube. So this one especially, and the others. But I'm curious to see if it saved. I don't know. I don't think it saves the EX. I don't remember what I did here. Oh right, I think I brought someone else out.
We're counting on you again today, little apple. Now, close your eyes.
Okay, yeah, this is going to actually take a bit because yeah. So the strategy with this is that, Harmony and, Spectre can handle the left side by their own. And then honestly to the right here, it's just face tanking with Amiya. Technically, I think it would actually be better now with, Kyrkis. Don't know if Kyrkis had enough range, though. That's possibly the only issue, because technically, her skill with, like, the bind effects is, like, up to here. And I think it reaches up to here as well. Almost like a cube-like shape. So, especially with phase 2, where she does 2 characters at once, so you have to be mindful. So actually thinking about it, I don't think Kyrkis works unless, because I would have to do someone else to be long enough range to heal Amiya. But she would be able to make sure a lot more of my operators live, because of the damage reduction. Alright, yeah, because, she won't be able to live. I think I remember this because I remember her dying and being confused. Okay. That's different. But then again, we don't have a lot of enemies to deal with. So it's been a hot minute.
Do not make me angry.
I shall cover you.
The living blaze purifies.
Oh yeah, because I brought it. Okay, yeah.
Don't be afraid.
So all be ready. You're going. I have a visual.
I am Dublin.
And then it's funny because he just turns into a normal, like, enemy. And at this point, it's really just, like, taking out the rest of the enemies and then, bringing someone else out. Remember correctly, I did do this on, EX as well. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. You messed up, me.
Madame Chen's swordsmanship flows within.
What happened here is essentially a showcase of, the fact of difference in levels. I'm going to do this.
From the depths of the ocean. This sword thirsts for revenge. Your thoughts,
Yeah,
your hearts.
yeah, everything's falling apart.
Ooh, almost does that.
Yeah. Yeah, where does she go? Doesn't she go exit here? Okay, yeah. We're gonna ignore this, because difference in levels, I'm not gonna worry about it, but close enough. You can watch it on YouTube, yeah. That's just what happens sometimes. That's why it's like, I'd like to just have auto and complete it, but in that scenario, that's not something I can do, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now, and we're gonna end the stream off here. Enough going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. If you guys did enjoy today's live stream, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, / follow. Down below is Discord, so do please go check it out. I'll let you guys know, as always, what I do decide to stream on Discord, I'll let you guys know on Discord. Looking ahead here, We did finish SSS. The rerun is here, but again, I'm not going to make this a main focus, or if any stream a main focus of. It is what it is. I've already streamed it, so if you're curious on that, you can check it out in the description below. I think... I don't know. Either we're going to go to Raw, or we're going to go to IS4. Because I still need to finish up the deep investigation, deep exploration with IS4 here. That's probably what I'll focus on next. Finish up deep investigation, and then focus on Raw while doing the monthlies, and I'll focus on other stuff with IS4 at a later date. That's probably how it's gonna go, especially if it takes a minute, or takes a bit to deal with Raw. I think that's gonna take a long while to finish. Granted, there's probably people who've already finished everything for Raw, but I'm gonna take my time with it, so we'll see. Looking ahead here, in terms of like events, I know there's the raid events that's currently rerun going on right now. That's for about like 7 days. That would mean, I would say probably beginning of next month, we should expect the collab, the Rainbow Six Siege collab part 2 to come out. Unless I'm mistaken and it's too early, but I think that's the case. Because I think there's like a time delay before the next limited after Rainbow Six Siege collab. Like about a month or probably less. But it's going to be interesting to see what they do for October. Because they could go the 5th anniversary for CN, but they could switch it. So it's going to be interesting to see what the Hoyostar decides to do. Are they going to wait the 5th anniversary to make a 5th anniversary for EN? Or are we going to get Walter early? Or at the same timing path-wise? Or, again, as I said, they're going to piss off everyone and put Walter in January of next year. It's going to be interesting to see what they decide to do. I'm hoping it's January, because that makes the most sense, and it would be a nice touch to finish off with that, which means we would get Pepe early. I don't know how people would feel about it, honestly, but that would also mess up IS5 launch? Well, no, maybe. Maybe. Well, IS5 launch probably would be a little bit before January, so probably like December. They could actually delay the IS5 launch if they make the 5th anniversary with Walter. They could do that. But I don't know. I don't know. Granted, I think that's going to happen. There's a lot. There's like this inner like feeling that it's gonna be, especially because of how much they went hard for certain characters, for certain things. I'm not gonna spoil too much, especially for those that don't know much about it. But we are getting like a special like side story events as well, and the fact we could do episode 14 instantly for everyone. It doesn't matter if they're not to episode 14 yet. So it's like there's a lot of these things that it feels like because they're going to do a lot with it. It makes sense for them to wait until our 5th anniversary for it. But who knows? Who knows? The Yellowstar could just be lazy and just keep on track instead of making it really big 5th anniversary for us as well. I'll shut up and we'll wait and see when it comes to October what decide to do around then. But I do expect the Rainbow Six Siege collab part 2 and the rehash of the Reparation Dust, the original Rainbow Six Siege collab, pretty much start of next month. I think that's a safe bet. Given that we're doing the rerun right now, they could wait a few days and then start next month. Probably like maybe the 6th. Maybe like the 9th or the 10th. Around there. Probably when they start for the next one. But who knows? We'll see. Anyway. That's about it for today. I'm gonna shut up now. Be safe and be healthy. Someone's gonna shine your team. Be safe and be healthy. Can I ever say that? Yeah. Shit, bro. Me. I'm stupid right now. Anyway. I'll see you guys on the next live stream, which we'll see. I'll let you guys know. And until then, peace.